brace yourselves because the Chosen Season 5 trailer has finally arrived, and it's packed with jaw-dropping moments, intense confrontations, and a chilling sense of finality. If you thought Season 4 was heavy, trust me, this is about to take things to a whole new level. But that's not all. Alongside the official footage, major leaks have surfaced, revealing shocking details about what's coming next. From heart-wrenching betrayals to unexpected character moments, this season is shaping up to be the most emotional and intense yet. And with the new Amazon deal shaking things up, there are big changes ahead for how we'll experience this story. So, let's break it all down, starting with everything the new trailer just revealed. The trailer wastes no time in setting the tone. Jerusalem looms in the background, and from the very first frames you can feel it. Something has shifted. The energy is different. The crowds that once cheered for Jesus are now mixed with whispers of fear, uncertainty, and betrayal. And then we see him. Jesus stands at the city gates. His expression unreadable, but the weight of what's coming is unmistakable. One of the most powerful moments in the trailer, the tension between Jesus and the religious leaders, is at an all-time high. If you thought the previous confrontations were intense, just wait. The looks exchanged the barely restrained anger in their voices. It's clear they're not just looking to silence him anymore, they want him gone. And then comes the scene that sent chills down my spine. The Last Supper. The dim candlelight, the quiet glances between the disciples, the unspoken understanding that something is coming. It's nothing short of haunting, and in a blink it cuts away, leaving us desperate for more. But the trailer doesn't stop there. The Garden of Gethsemane. Jesus alone, his voice shaking as he prays, the weight of what's about to happen pressing down on him. And then, the sound of footsteps approaching. The camera cuts to the soldiers' torches in hand, their faces set with grim determination. We all know what comes next. But seeing it play out like this, it's going to be devastating. And just when you think you've caught your breath, the trailer hits us with the ultimate betrayal. Judas stepping forward, his expression unreadable, and then the kiss. It's a moment that has been told for centuries, but seeing it in the Chosen cinematic style, it's going to wreck us. But here's the thing. This trailer barely scratches the surface, because alongside this official footage, leaked details have revealed some shocking twists that no one saw coming. And trust me, you're going to want to hear this. If you thought the official trailer was intense, just wait until you hear what's been leaked about The Chosen Season 5. Behind the carefully curated teaser, insider sources have dropped bombshell details that could change everything we thought we knew about this season. The biggest shock? Season 5 isn't just about the betrayal and arrest of Jesus. It's diving even deeper into the personal struggles of the disciples, exposing hidden fears, conflicts, and heartbreaking moments of doubt. According to these leaks, Simon Peter will face one of his darkest moments yet, wrestling with a crisis of faith that threatens to break him entirely before his infamous denial of Jesus. This won't be just a fleeting moment. Instead, the show will take its time building up the tension, showing the cracks in Peter's confidence as the pressure mounts. The leak suggests that there's a devastating conversation between Peter and Jesus before the arrest, one that will make his ultimate betrayal even more gut-wrenching. And that's not all. There's a rumor that Matthew will have a major emotional breakdown, possibly linked to the realization that everything he's built his faith on is about to be torn apart. We're also hearing whispers that Mary Magdalene will be caught in an impossible situation, forcing her to make a choice that could change her path forever. Then there's Judas. The trailer already gave us a glimpse of his fateful moment, but leaked set reports suggest that we'll see much more of his internal struggle leading up to that betrayal. Apparently, there's a sequence where Judas is seen alone crying and visibly shaken, almost as if he's second-guessing everything. But it'll be too late. Another major leak. The Sanhedrin's plotting is going to be far more sinister than we expected. It's not just about getting rid of Jesus. It's about eliminating any chance of his movement continuing. The leaked details suggest that some of the disciples might face direct threats, even before Jesus is taken, making this season one of the most dangerous for them yet. And here's where things take an even darker turn. The arrest sequence might not play out exactly as we've seen in past adaptations. According to the leaks, there's a terrifying chase scene involving the disciples as they scatter in fear, some of them barely escaping capture. And one character? They might not get away. The speculation is that Jon could be the one who gets caught adding another layer of emotional weight to what's coming. The biggest mystery surrounding these leaks, though, is whether The Chosen will show the infamous Barabbas twist this season or save it for season 6. Some sources claim that we might see a brief introduction to Barabbas as tensions rise in Jerusalem, hinting at his eventual role in the trial. Others believe that the season will end right at the point of Jesus' sentencing, leaving us on one of the most gut-wrenching cliffhangers in the show's history. Either way, one thing is clear: The Chosen is not holding back. The tone is darker, the stakes are higher, and by the time this season ends, nothing will ever be the same. But beyond the story itself, there's something else shaking up the show in a massive way: the Amazon MGM deal. And trust me, you're going to want to hear what this means for The Chosen's future. The Chosen has always been a show that prided itself on being accessible to everyone, but with the recent Amazon MGM deal, the way we experience this story is about to change forever. When the news first broke, fans were divided. Some saw it as a smart move to expand the show's reach, while others feared it might compromise the original vision. And now, as more details emerge, it's clear that this partnership is a game changer, but not in the way many expected. The most immediate impact: the release schedule is completely different from previous seasons. Unlike before, where episodes were released weekly for free, Season 5 is kicking off with an exclusive theatrical release. The first 2 episodes will hit theaters on March 28th, followed by another batch of episodes in the weeks after. But the real twist? After the theatrical run, Season 5 will move exclusively to Amazon Prime Video in June, marking the first time that The Chosen has had a primary streaming home outside its own platforms. And that's not just for this season. From now on, all past and future seasons will be available on Prime Video, making it the new official home of The Chosen in the US. While some fans initially feared that this deal would mean paywalling the show, Dallas Jenkins has reassured everyone that The Chosen will still be available for free. Eventually, the show will continue to be accessible through the Chosen app and other platforms, but there's a catch. The free releases will come later than usual, meaning fans who don't want to wait will need to subscribe to Amazon Prime to watch as soon as possible. This delay has sparked heated discussions within the fanbase, especially among those who financially contributed to making Season 5 a reality. Many wondered if their donations had helped fund a show that would now require a subscription to watch, but Jenkins and his team have clarified that donors will still be able to watch the new season alongside Prime Video users thanks to arrangements with the Come and See Foundation. Despite this reassurance, some fans remain skeptical, worried about how this deal might influence the creative direction of the show. However, Jenkins has been firm in stating that Amazon MGM has no creative control over The Chosen. They're simply helping distribute it to a broader audience. In his own words, they're going to make us better and get the show to more people, but we still run the show the way we always have. That's a bold promise, but only time will tell if it holds true. Another major change coming with this deal: global accessibility. The Chosen has always had a massive international audience, and now with Amazon's reach, the show will become even more widely available. Fans in Canada, the UK, Australia, New Zealand, Sub-Saharan Africa, and Latin America will get access through Prime Video later in the year, making it easier than ever to follow the story. But as exciting as this expansion is, it also raises new questions. Will future seasons be affected by the priorities of a major streaming giant? Will The Chosen remain independent, or will it slowly shift to fit Amazon's broader content strategy? These are the questions that fans will be watching closely as Season 5 unfolds. One thing is certain: whether you love or hate the Amazon MGM deal, it's undeniable that The Chosen is stepping into a whole new era. The show is bigger than ever, the stakes are higher, and with millions of new viewers expected to join in this season, might just be the most talked about one yet. But that's not the only thing fans need to prepare for. Because beyond the release strategy, there are huge production changes that will give this season a completely different look and feel. And trust me, what's coming next is going to shock you. If you thought The Chosen had already delivered its most intense moments, Season 5 is about to prove you wrong. Every teaser, every leaked image, and every insider report points to one undeniable truth: this season is going to be the darkest, heaviest, and most emotionally devastating one yet. And it's not just because of the storyline itself. The entire production of The Chosen has shifted to match the weight of what's coming. Season 5 takes place almost entirely in Jerusalem, and according to reports from the set, this isn't the bright, welcoming version of the city we've seen before. Instead, the atmosphere has taken a dramatic turn. The lighting is darker, the colors are muted, and there's an overwhelming sense of tension in the air. From the moment Jesus enters the city, something feels different. The joy of his arrival is laced with an undercurrent of unease. And as the episodes progress, that feeling only intensifies. The Chosen has always done a masterful job of balancing emotional moments with realism, but this season, there's no escape from the impending storm. The streets are filled with whispers of betrayal. The disciples, who once walked with confidence, are now glancing over their shoulders, questioning every move. And Jesus, the weight of what's to come is written all over his face. Jonathan Rumi's performance is said to be his most haunting, yet showing Jesus as both unwavering in his mission and deeply burdened by the knowledge of his fate. One of the most chilling parts of the season is how it gradually builds toward the inevitable. We're not just jumping straight into the betrayal, we're watching everything unravel in slow motion. Every conversation feels heavier, every glance between characters holds meaning, and as we inch closer to the Last Supper, the tension becomes almost unbearable. The Garden of Gethsemane sequence, prepare yourself. Sources say this will be one of the most powerful scenes in the entire show's history. We all know what happens here. Jesus prays in agony, his disciples fail to stay awake, and then in the dead of night, Judas arrives with the soldiers. But what makes this version unique is how The Chosen will portray Jesus' human side, like never before. There are whispers that will see him physically shaking his face, streaked with sweat and blood as he fully experiences the crushing weight of what's ahead. And when the soldiers finally arrive, the betrayal is going to hit like a gut punch. The teaser has already given us glimpses of Judas struggling with his decision, but the leaked details suggest that his final moments before the betrayal will be absolutely heartbreaking. Unlike other portrayals where he acts quickly and decisively, The Chosen will show hesitation, fear, and even regret flashing across his face, until he makes the choice that changes everything. The arrest itself, it won't be a simple handover. There's a fight, there's chaos, and there's a sense of complete devastation as the disciples realize that everything they believed in is suddenly falling apart before their eyes. And here's the thing. This isn't even the season finale. That means that whatever comes after the betrayal is going to be even more intense. If the leaked reports are accurate, we could be heading toward a cliffhanger so shocking that it leaves fans absolutely wrecked until season 6. The pacing, the cinematography, and the performances are all pushing the boundaries of what this show has done before. And from what we're hearing, this will be the season that leaves an unforgettable impact. But beyond the heavy emotions and the dramatic tension, there's something else that fans have been waiting for. The return of every major cast member. And yes, there's some big news about the actors that you're going to want to hear next. One of the things that makes The Chosen so powerful is its cast. After 4 seasons, we've come to know and love these actors as their characters, and in season 5, they're delivering performances that will shake us to the core. Every single main cast member is returning, and from what insiders are saying, this is the season where they push their acting to a whole new level. Jonathan Rumi, of course, is back as Jesus, and if you thought his performance in previous seasons was moving, get ready. Because this time, he's portraying the most painful, raw, and emotionally charged moments of Jesus' life. The teasers and first look images already show, but there's another twist that's already dividing fans. The show's decision to delay the resurrection storyline until season 6. Some fans expected season 6-5 to conclude with Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection, but from what we're hearing, the creators are choosing to end this season at the absolute lowest point. That means that season 6 will open in complete darkness, with the disciples scattered, hopeless, and broken. If true, this is a bold storytelling move that will make the moment of resurrection in the next season even more powerful. And if that wasn't enough, there's one final mystery that has fans buzzing: how The Chosen will handle Satan's presence in these final moments. In past seasons, we've seen subtle glimpses of Satan lurking in the background, watching Jesus from the shadows. Now there are strong hints that season 5's final episodes will bring that threat into full focus. Could we see a direct confrontation between Jesus and Satan before his trial? Could Satan appear in Judas' final moments, pushing him toward his tragic fate? Insiders aren't revealing much, but they've teased that there's something in the final episodes that will completely shift the way we view these events. And that brings us to the biggest question of all. How will fans handle the wait for Season 6? If The Chosen really does end Season 5, on the kind of cliffhanger we're hearing about, the wait for the next season is going to be agonizing. But one thing is for sure, this season is about to change everything. Are you ready for the most intense, emotional, and shocking season yet? Because once it starts, there's no going back.